Hello mga ka-wisdom! Welcome to Wisdom is Power Channel. Kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe, i-like, mag-comment at i-share ang video ito. Click mo na rin ang notification bell to receive more wisdom videos na katulad nito. Salamat! Ngayon pag-uusapan natin about Ohm's Law. According to George Simon Ohm, siya ang nag-introduce ng Ohm's Law. Ang sabi niya, the current is directly proportional to the voltage and inversely proportional to the resistance. Ibig sabihin lang ng directly proportional, yun daw current ay directly proportional to the voltage. Ibig sabihin nun, kapag tumaas yung voltage natin, tataas din yung current. So that is directly proportional. At kapag bumaba naman yung voltage, bababa din yung current. So ibig sabihin, pag tumaas yung kung resistance naman ang tataas, bababa ang current, no? Kapag bumaba ang resistance, tataas naman ang current. So, yun ang ibig sabihin naman ng inversely proportional. So, the law is true if and only if the resistance is constant. So, ang equation natin para sa Ohm's law, that is equals to I is equals to V divided by R, or simply I is equals to V over R. So, yung I, yun yung ating current. Ang unit natin or current is ampere or simply A. Where V is the voltage, ang unit natin ay volts, ang symbol natin ay V. Then the R is the resistance, ang unit natin ay ohm. Ang symbol natin para sa unit na ohm ay Greek letter omega. So, kung titingnan natin para makabuo tayo ng iba pang mga equation, tingnan natin itong Ohm's law triangle. So, dito sa Ohm's law triangle, kapag nawawala yung current, tatakloban natin yan, no? Itatago natin yung I, ibig sabihin yung V nasa ibabaw at R yung nasa ilalim. So, ibig sabihin I is equals to V over R. Ang numerator natin ay voltage, ang denominator natin ay resistance. So, sa pangalawa naman, kung ang unknown o nawawalang element naman ay resistance, or the nawawalang quantity ay resistance, therefore, the equation na gagamitin natin para mahanap yung resistance is equals to voltage divided by the current. Another equation na pwede nating ma-derive from our Ohm's law equation, kung nawawala naman yung voltage, no? So, ang equation na gagamitin natin is multiply natin yung current sa resistance. Okay, so that will be our equation. So, tatlong equation na ang makukuha natin dito sa Ohm's law. So, let's have practice problem number 1. Find the current flowing in a resistor having a resistance of 50 ohms if the voltage across the resistor is 230 volts. If we're going to analyze the problem, ang mga given natin, yung 50 ohms dyan ay resistance at yung 230 volts, yun yung ating voltage. So, ang tinatanong sa atin, what is the value of the current flowing in the resistor? So, the unknown is I. So, using our equation, I is equals to voltage divided by resistance. So, substitute lang natin yung mga values na given. So, 230 volts divided by 50 ohms, then we will get 4.6 ampere for the value of our current. Practice problem number 2. An electronic device has a resistance of 20 ohms and a current of 15 amperes. What is the voltage across the device? So, ang given natin dito, makikita naman natin, yung resistance natin, 20 ohms, and yung current is 15 amperes. So, we are asked to solve for the voltage for this problem number 2. So, ang alam natin na kapag voltage ang hinahanap, ang equation natin ay V is equals to I multiplied by the resistance. So, isa-substitute lang uli natin. Voltage is equals to 15 amperes because that is the value of our current multiplied by the 20 ohms. So, that will give us 300 volts. Practice problem number 3. A subwoofer needs a household voltage of 110 volts to push a current of 5.5 amperes through its coil. What is the resistance of the subwoofer? So, again, we will write all the given first. So, ano yung mga given natin? The voltage is equals to 110 volts and the current is equals to 5.5 amperes. So, obviously, ang nawawala ay yung ating resistance. So, ang equation natin para sa resistance, that will be R is equals to voltage divided by current. So, i-substitute uli natin yung mga values na given. So, 110 volts divided by 5.5. And this will give us 20 ohms for the value of the resistance. Now, kailangan nating pag-aralan din itong mga prefixes. So, maraming klase ng prefixes, ano? But pipili lang tayo ng mga most commonly na ginagamit sa electrical circuits. So, nandyan yung ating milli, micro, nano, pico. So, mapapansin natin, may mga exponent itong negative. And by threes, no? Katulad ng milli, that is times 10 to negative 3. Micro times 10 to the negative 6, ang value ng ating multiplier. Nano, or ang symbol natin ginagamit ay small letter n, times 10 to the negative 9, ang multiplier value natin. Where pico, ang symbol natin ay p, that is times 10 to the negative 12, ang value ng multiplier. On the other hand, yung kilo natin, mapapansin natin, ang symbol natin ginagamit ay k, at may multiplier tayong times 10 to the positive 3. Pataas uli yun. By 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, and positive. Yung mega, uh, capital letter M, ang symbol natin, ang multiplier natin, times 10 to the positive 6. Yung giga, capital G, that is times 10 to the positive 9. At yung ating tera ay masimbol na capital letter T. Ang multiplier natin ay times 10 to the positive 12. So, example, kilogram, kilometer, gigabytes, megawatts, microfarad. So, ginagamitan natin dinudugtong natin yung mga prefix na words doon sa mga root word natin. No? So, katulad ng kilo, ang ibig sabihin ng kilo, may katumbas siyang thousand. At yung mega, may katumbas siyang million. Okay, so let's have practice problem number 4. If the resistance of a certain object is 500 kilo ohms and a current of 20 microampere flows through it, find the voltage. So again, let's write all the given first. So ang given natin, ang resistance natin ngayon, 500 kilo ohms. So kailangan maging maingat tayo dito kasi meron na tayong prefix, yung K. At dito naman sa current, 20 microampere. So, mapapansin natin, galing sa ating table, yung 500, isusulat natin. Then, isusulat din natin yung multiplier value nung K, which is times 10 to the positive 3. Dito naman sa current, yung micro natin, ang value ng multiplier natin is times 10 to the negative 6. Kaya yung micro, papalitan natin ang multiplier value ng times 10 to the negative 6, then ampere. So we're asked to solve for the voltage. So, ang equation natin para makuha natin yung value ng voltage that is equals to current multiplied by the resistance. So, isa-substitute lang natin yung mga values natin. That is 20 times 10 to the negative 6 ampere multiplied by 500 times 10 to the positive 3 ohms. So the value ng voltage na makukuha natin is equal to 10 volts. So practice problem number 5. Find the current through a device of resistance of 2 kilo ohms if the voltage across the resistor is 6 millivolts. So again, may makikita tayo ditong mga prefixes, no? So, ang resistance natin is 2 kilo ohms and the voltage natin ay given ay 6 millivolts. So, kailangan maging maingat tayo sa pag-interpret ng ating mga symbol. So, this is small letter m. It stands for milli. Kapag capital letter M, that is mega. So, since ang given natin ay small letter m, so that will be millivolts. So, ang hinahanap natin ay current. So, multiply natin yung 2 ng times 10 to the positive 3 dahil ang prefix na sa kanya ay K. So, that is times 10 to the positive 3. At dito naman sa ating voltage, ang multiplier naman natin na value na katumbas ng milli ay times 10 to the negative 3 volts. So, since we are asked to solve for the current, so current is equals to voltage divided by resistance. So, simply substitute yung mga values natin. So, voltage is equals to 6 times 10 to the negative 3 volts divided by 2 times 10 to the positive 3 ohms. Therefore, you will get current is equals to 3 times 10 to the negative 6 ampere. So, yan yung lalabas sa calculator mo. Yung lalabas sa calculator natin, i-interpret natin, i-transfer natin sa may katumbas na prefix value o prefix na word. So, kung babalikan natin yung table natin, yung times 10 to the negative 6, pumapatak siya sa micro. So, ibig sabihin, yung sagot natin, that will be I is equals to 3 microampere. So, that will be our final answer. So, practice problem number 6. How much resistance is needed to limit the current from a 48 volts battery to 2.4 milliampere? So, again, may mga given tayo rito. Meron tayong given na voltage is equals to 48 volts and the current is 2.4 milliampere. So, tinatanong sa atin, we are asked to solve for the resistance. No? So, ayan, yung 2.4 natin, ang multiplier natin ay times 10 to the negative 3 dahil meron tayong prefix na small letter m which stands for milli. So, ang milli natin, ang multiplier natin is times 10 to the negative 3. So, R is equals to voltage divided by current. So, that is 48 volts divided by 2.4 times 10 to the negative 3 amperes, no? So, R is equals to 20,000 ohms, no? So, yan yung ating lalabas sa calculator natin, 20,000, no? Since yung 1,000 natin ay katumbas ng kilo or simply K, so we can rewrite this value to a prefix format, no? So, resistance is equals to 20 kilo ohms. So, that will be our final answer. So, that's all mga ka-wisdom. Again, kung bago ka pa lang sa channel na ito, huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe, i-like, mag-comment at i-share ang video ito. I-click mo na rin ang notification bell to receive more wisdom videos na katulad nito. See you and thank you very much.